it would be like in ordered, right? So, yep. Give another one to speak up, and then after somebody speaks, and then we can turn it to another. Okay, that would be a great idea. So we have to be like, we have to limit our talk. So that's why everybody has a turn to talk, to speak up. Okay, that would be cool. So okay, Evgeny, you were asking me about what is going on since the pandemic. Okay, so I told you that after the pandemic, you know, we've been in the situation that the new normal again. So we do as always the activity that we've done for a couple months previously. But then since the coronavirus, the spread of the coronavirus, like nowadays is just spread, you know more, like, so that's why the government restrict again about it, and like restricting the people who are going to like the mall or going to market and something like that. So we avoid the places like that, very crowded places. If I what if I what by sorry. Oh, in the free time. Okay, so a lot of time I spend on the internet. So I love watching a lot of YouTube videos, especially in pandemic. So I was like trying to learn English, watching a lot of tutor from another country, and that's all things I've done since the pandemic, like 3 months ago. Since the 3 months ago, and that's why I never get out from my house. But since the new normal, like 1 month, so I tried to like as always as the normal again, going some activities outside, hang out, and as you know that I'm a student in university, and so that's why it's my obligation to finish my study. Also, I'm working in my research, so yeah, I'm a bit tied up for a moment because I have a lot of pressure from many sides, like from parents, from my lecturers, because they push me have to be like finish my study because it's been like 5 years in university, and yeah, I have no option. I have to finish because I'm a bit like a lazy guy. So hope you understand that several students something like love to hang out but never ever think about their study. That's my story. Yeah, tell me about you. Yeah, I mean like well, what do you do for a living, or are you a student or not? Oh. Well, that's good. Oh, I see. So you just graduated from the university and you want to look for a job. So yeah, one of my tips that my friends say that if we will have a if we want like in a short term to have a job, we have to be like apply to many to many companies in the same time. So that's my friend have done for about like after the gap, after he finishes the university, and one of the best way, right? So sometimes we only just like apply to another company like through email, right? But also it's not very powerful. What we will do is to make us like directly get a new job. It's more than one company in the same times. I think, oh, that's a good idea. Yeah, it's because the more option we have, the more, I mean, the more chance we can have. I think you know what I mean. Sorry, I didn't catch you very well. You mean like what? What? Sorry. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that's also it's also a good option if you want to go abroad. But one thing, uh, before I can go abroad, I think I look for the chance that like nearby me or in my environment. Is there any chance? If no, I will try to go like going abroad, and it must be like more salary if I can go abroad because yeah, I think it depends on which country you will go. So if you are go like in a power country, have a superpower country like to the United States or like going to England, so I think that would be like a dream country to work for. But since if I do not see any kind of chance to go there, so I prefer to look for a round chance if there exists, right? So yeah, I think to gain some experience, also we will have like a different atmosphere if we will go abroad. Especially working there is one of the most, the most consideration of mine is if I will go abroad and then work there, and then it's something like different. I mean, like the custom we have, and then it's like a culture shock we will have later there. So you know, first of all, I'd like to be like looking for like my environment. Is there any chance? And then I will search for another like going abroad. Yep. Okay. To be honest, no, I've never been to like any another country like outside of the Southeast Asia. So yeah, so I just visited one time Thailand. That was in 2018, and that's the first the first experience that I had going abroad. I was doing internship. Internship is a kind of like students exchange. I was doing student exchange to going to Thailand to do like teaching practice around like 1 month. So that would be a great experience. That's also my first experience teaching people. At the time, I was teaching for children. That was in elementary school, and that was very, very, a beautiful experience ever. Yeah. Also, it's a kind of like another feeling. If we talk to like what, sometimes we talk to like people non-English speaking and not in non speaking English country, right? So it's different when we directly speak to like the native speaker. It should be like us, different, something like different. The feeling is like, oh my goodness, it's very clear. Their pronunciation is very clear, and I understand them very well as long as they do not using some kind of idioms. Yeah, idioms and slang. So that's why. Yep. Yeah, you know what? In my entire life, so that was the first time. In my hometown, I found several tourists, right? So foreigners come into my city, and they're all doing some kind of activity here. And then I had a chance to talk with them, and that's the first time I talked to like native speaker, and how cool it was. Like going online platform like this, and I just found people that non-English speaking country that try to speak English. So that's why sometimes a little bit like hard for me to understand them. But since that was the first time, I comparing between. Oh my goodness, I think this is the like the most what that feels is very different. I enjoying so much when I'm listening to the native speaker because I get used to it for watching a lot of like native speakers speaking. Okay, so yeah, sometimes it's hard for me like listening to another different accent. I get used to American, but sometimes it's hard for me to understand the British accent. They are also the native speaker, but yeah, that's also my problem. I couldn't I can understand them. British accent is pretty hard for me.
Okay, okay. How many times I learned the English language?
Pardon me. How many times?
How many times I learned English language?
I meet with the native speaker or I use this app.
Native speaker.
Oh, native speaker, it's that's pretty rare, very rare. So all yeah, all I have is just like the same English learners. So I'm proud of that. I'm proud of that because we are in the same purpose, right? So that's why I feel like in the same page with people, in the same page, in the same circumstance. So I'm very glad and you know what, it's helpful for me, right? So it doesn't mean that I just only to talk to like a native speaker. I underestimate people who do not speak English but trying to speak English. No, completely no. I just want to be like in the same, feeling the same page, feeling the same circumstance. So we are feeling like together to learn. So that's yeah, I like this.
Okay, okay, I understand.
Yeah.
How about the communication with other peoples in your country? I mean, everyone can speak fluent in English language very well. How you observe that?
Yeah, you know what? It's very hard for me to find people that could be speaking English, right? It's because we are all in Indonesia. English as the foreign language, right? So, but we learn English since no, even it's not a second language. It's a foreign language. It means that, uh, yeah, it means that we only have like, my official language is Indonesian or bahasa Indonesia, and we only have like English since we were in elementary school. Start off from the elementary school until we are high school. English is one of the subject that we have in school, so that's why. Yeah, I know a little bit like words, but that's not very enough for us. It's because we only got the English about like once in a week, so I think that's not very enough for us. Yeah, luckily, you know what? Until in a like in how to say, like in high school, in senior high school, at 11th grade, I remember that I started to dedicate myself to learn. From even couldn't speak one sentence in English, then I could speak more than one sentence in once utter. So yeah, I'm very glad. You know what? People who are learning is it's about dedication and our effort and our our how we put hard work to learn. Sometimes we don't have time to practice our English because we are too busy. Yeah, that's this consequence. If you do not put some hard work to the English lesson or to practice, so yeah, I mean the fluency we will have like the long term fluency. But if you put hard work like our every single day we learn every single day, you know what, like more than 15 minutes we open our books, we watch a video of English. So I think that it helps us a lot. Like in the 6 months, I guarantee that we will have like the fluency. So that's one of the best method I've ever came across in my life.
Okay, you mean what for you very best method, it is communicate with another person, yes?
Yeah, communication, and also,
Absolutely.
oh yeah, yeah, oh my goodness. Oh, Chris, wait a second, Mr. Evgeny, I'd like to reply this. Did you bring new vocabulary today? I missed that, dude. Chris Rock. Okay, wait a second, Evgeny. Okay, Chris. Hello, Chris. Did we have some kind of conversation previously, by the way? So it's been a long time. I haven't popped up here anymore. Can you turn on your microphone, Mister? Oh, Mike. Oh my goodness, Mike. Oh my goodness, I miss you so much. Okay, just turn on your microphone and your in your webcam, Mike. I even couldn't recognize it because you are using another name. Oh my goodness, my goodness. Yeah, I miss you, Mike. You know what? I have a problem with my computer. My computer is sometimes shut down. Suddenly, as you know, what's the problem on my computer? And you know what? I I fixed that by opening all the case, and then I try to put some kind of like glue. I don't know what it's just like to less overheat from my computer. So yeah, it's been like good after I do. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So yeah, I have the the vocabulary today. So okay, Mike, you can try to make a friend with Evgeny from Russia. Okay.
Oh, this guy here is from Russia.
Yeah. Yeah.
From Russia. Oh, that's cool.
So
Oh, you buy a new headphone, I think.
yeah, it's actually an old one, but I just take it back. I don't know. It's maybe in like in in the shed, but I take it back because I think I have to using this put on my earphone so that I can hear you clearly, guys. Because it's been like hard for me. I'm using speaker and it's a kind of like echoes I could hear, so that's why it's preferred to use this.
Yeah, I had one of that, but it's black.
Oh, black. Okay, that's. Yeah, I have seen that. I've seen that. Okay. By the way, Mike is Evgeny, and Evgeny, this is Mike. Okay, I with Mike already been yeah already been doing some kind of talking about conversation for about like more than 1 month with Mike, but it's not regularly because we have some kind of problems, sometimes problem with computer, or we cannot attend the class, I mean the room. So that's why sometimes we just 3 days off or maybe 1 week's off without any talking about the new vocabulary. So that's why for today, Evgeny, I will do as always we do with Mike. Okay, Evgeny. So I will provide a picture and then we can talk about the picture. Okay. All right. Okay. Hope you guys love this, Evgeny especially. Mike, how was the internet connection, Mike? Is it good in your side?
Yeah, it's good.
Oh, nice to hear that. Okay, wait a second. Give me time.
Why I cannot start video?
Oh, really?
Should have it, yes.
Oh, yeah. Make sure.
Error, not detectable error. It is thing.
It says that the camera is error, or you do not install the camera yet, or maybe you are using PC without any webcam.
In my computer to install the camera.
Oh, I see. Okay, wait a second, guys.
Hey, do you know Mohammed?
Who who do you talk to? Who do you talk to? Who do you talk to, Mike?
Oh, he's my friend here. He's from Indonesia.
Oh my goodness, really? From Indonesia also? Yeah, I even couldn't, never talk to him.
Alright.
Okay, give me time a second because I'm looking for the picture that I just downloaded for a couple hours ago. Oh, here you go. Okay, Evgeny, how is it going, Evgeny? I mean, like your camera, is it fixed or you are trying to like working on it?
No, I cannot fix this problem.
Oh my goodness. So maybe you have to be like allow it first before you can use the camera.
Maybe, maybe I don't know. I can. I didn't try to do.
Yeah, what it says when you are trying to like allowing it or try to turn on your camera, what it says.
You want to say me what I'm preset for my setting, and after it to continue this this prompt.
No, no, I mean like when you are trying to turn on your camera and then what it says. I mean the the description that you see? No, there is no something like that.
I can send to you a description.
Okay, cool. So it's also be like a very good way if we are talking like face to face each other. So that would be the feeling of the conversation would be like we can have the in Indonesia we say that like the chemistry. So we can have the chemistry. So it may be like something like strange in your ear, like in your ear. But you know what? In Indonesia it's very popular. So that we can have the chemistry. It means that we can connect each other uh, in feeling with feeling and also with in our emotion and thoughts, right? Oh, the camera error. Oh, how come, right? Okay, I think that you will fix it, Mr. Evgeny, but later. So today it's okay. We can have the conversation even though without any camera, without turning on your camera. But it's fine as long as we can have the conversation and also we can discuss about the picture. That would be fine, totally fine. Okay. All right, Mike. All right, Evgeny. Have you seen the picture that I sent?
Yes,
Okay.
yes, I see.
Yeah, so today we are going to talk about this. I think there are like 6 words, and for today we are talking about one by one this word. Okay, so we are talking like in order. So maybe I become the first, and then I will give some kind of explanation about a certain word that that appear there that like in a picture. For example, from those picture I pick, for example, like dented. So what I know about dented, like for example, I could tell about all my story related to dented. For example, I could say that oh my car just like a couple of days ago I just I had a tragedy or I have accident, so it causing my my car just like dented, like in the back part of my car, so it is dented or something like that, anything related to it. Okay, I hope you understand that, Mr. Evgeny.
Okay, you want to explain something in English language about this incident? Yes.
Exactly, about the word. It means that whatever it is, as long as included the word included in that sentence, so yeah, that would be fine. Nice. Do you get it? Mm-hmm.
Maybe you should to start, and I
Okay.
after you should I continue with the how about it?
Okay. Okay. So that's my story. So a couple days ago, I had some kind of accident. My motorcycle get dented, right? So it's just in the front my motorcycle, and it's a bit like crash in the front of my motorcycle. So there is a dented part. Do you know actually dented is, Mr. Evgeny? Evgeny, do you know it? Yeah. So if you see the picture, you'll understand it. I guarantee you'll understand what does it mean. Okay. So yeah, that's my story. And then Mike, what you could tell me about dented, Mike, related to your experience? Hello, Mike. Hello.
Oh my goodness, my microphone is off.
What?
Like, so I'm going to my house. I finished my English lesson close to my house, and I was waiting the bus, and the bus stopped.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a woman who was walking on the crosswalk,
Yeah, crosswalking zebra.
and
Mm-hmm.
there's a car, and it was like I don't know the word, and it was get dented for the car.
Oh my
And the
goodness.
woman is walking the crosswalk. Yeah,
Oh,
that was like
oh, so the bus get hit by something, by the car, or I.
the car was hit by the bullets.
Oh my goodness. Oh, how was that the situation? I mean, the driver is safe or people there safe? No, no victims. Yeah,
Yeah, it was safe.
yeah. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, but the people are like curious about that because I saw a lot of people come and to see something like that. Yeah, but yeah, but just the car. The woman car was like the guy was like destroyed because it wasn't a big stuff. So yeah,
Oh,
that was good.
oh my God. So that would be like people there like gathering to see that what is going on. So it's sometimes happen. Even though it's just like a little
There
accident.
was a lot of situation between car and bus actually to compare them.
Yeah, I mean people who are gathering. It's like you know what it's like very common even though it's like a small accident, so they just curious about what is going on. So in my city also, right? So yeah, I think yeah, in our city maybe also something like that happen a lot of time. Okay, so yeah, Evgeny, do you yes? So do you understand? Do you understand, Evgeny?
Yes, I
Yeah.
understand, but I can just told you one history in my life experience. For
Mm-hmm.
example, 5 years ago, I have I had a car, and when I drove to my sister, I lost control of the road because the road was very sleepy,
Slippery.
and
Yep.
slippery, yes, and I lost control of my car, and
Oh my gosh.
and uh, to crush my car.
Uh huh. So how's your yeah how's your condition, your sibling and also your car?
You mean the condition of my car?
Yeah, all of you, all of you.
Okay. For me, it was very well, but my car just broke.
Oh my
I
goodness.
will continue. I will continue to remove my car and to take my car
Mm-hmm.
on the
Oh, that's
trash.
oh you dump it to the like you throw. I mean yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah, you know that was a I mean like your experience, your worst experience. I think one of your the most experience you had in your life, right?
Yes, right.
Exactly. So luckily you are fine. You are fine because of that
Yes,
accident.
yes, of course.
Exactly.
And no one and
Become the victims. Yeah.
another person
Yeah.
was very well.
Oh, I see. Yeah. So you have to be careful, Mike. You don't speed up.
No,
I mean, Evgeny.
I cannot damage them.
Yeah, yeah. For the next, you have to be careful. You know that the road is slippery, so you don't have to speed up. Okay, slow down. But it means that when we are, yeah, when we are speed up, it means that it's hard for us to control the car. So even though we are good enough in driving, yeah, I can hear you, Mike. I can hear you if
Okay,
Jenny.
good. Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty clear. How about us?
Sounds working great because I cannot hear you.
Hello, hi.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can. I can.
Yeah, I can hear you great. Yeah.
Really, I think it's about the connection. I think you have.
Yeah, was great.
Yeah. Okay. Oh my goodness. I think he's trying to refresh the page. Okay. Hopefully he will come back soon. Okay, Mike. Do you have anything to say for another words?
No, I can choose another one.
Yeah, because I don't have any ideas.
I can choose.
Yeah, because I don't have any ideas. to talk about what's next.
The next one is broken.
Broken. Okay.
Yeah. I have a story. When I was my sister house, I was washing some dishes and stuff, and it was like a bottle of glass, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm washing it from the sink.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't realize that was kind of not a good thing to sprinkle.
Mm-hmm.
And
Correct.
I kind of started to see, yeah, this is the thing. It's here,
Mm-hmm.
transparent.
Crack. Mm-hmm.
And I didn't realize that. And I was washing, and I turned my hand to the bottle of glass.
Mm-hmm.
And it was kind of, I needed to go to the doctor, and I have like two stitches in my hand because nowadays I have this mark here in my hand.
Oh, stitches, right? Oh my goodness. How many times?
Stitches, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Oh, how many times? Oh, what?
how many times
How many
stitch?
stitches?
Yeah. How many
I
stitches?
think it was two or three.
Oh my goodness. It's a kind of like a deep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
two or three. I don't remember that.
Oh my goodness. It's a kind of deep one. Okay.
Most of it was here.
Here. Oh
Really
boy.
and
Uh huh.
and I forgot the name of the shit. This is finger is like the
Index finger.
no, it's not the middle finger. It's like the
Index finger.
index finger and
Yeah.
the thumb.
Oh
It's
my.
here. This one.
Oh, between them, between the thumbs up, the thumbs and the the index finger. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's pretty bad. So yeah, I have to.
Yeah.
I used to had some kind of experience the broken a broken bottle. So I was like walking on the street and then I accidentally yeah and I accidentally I got how to say like I step on it right, without using some kind of slippery yeah I like shoes at the time. So yeah, accidentally I just step on it and then it can.
Oh, you start where? Like
Yeah, I don't know on the street,
you were like
on the street at the
you
time.
were walking.
Mm-hmm.
Where?
Yeah, like in the backyard. I was walking in the backyard,
Right,
so
right.
I didn't realize that there's a broken bottle, right? So it's a kind of like a small piece of it, but it's a very oh my goodness that's so sharp. So that's why I have some kind of like a serious injury at the time. So I directly go to the doctor to get stitches. So yeah, that was a very bad experience. So I was bleeding.
Yes, I had a bad experience with that.
Yeah,
That was me. Like
yeah.
I was walking my house and the backyard, yeah, and there is like a wood there, and there's a nail.
Oh my gosh,
I swear to God.
nail. Oh my
Yeah,
gosh, something that I wouldn't hear.
and yeah,
That's cringing, man. That's bad.
I, yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. And like I don't, this got so stronger, so I don't hurt so much, but it's too crazy. Like this is a bad thing. That's all but serious actually.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. So that would be like so until that happened. So I try to be like always using some kind of like slippers or using some kind of shoes if I'm trying to walk to check my backyard.
On the drive.
Yeah. Oh, hip hop.
Yeah.
What
And
was that? What was that, Mike? The name? What?
the name of what?
Uh,
This is
yeah.
flip flops, I think.
Flip flops. Yeah, flip flop. I forget about it. Flip flops. Yeah.
This is a Brazilian brand actually. It's famous and it's called Havaianas.
Uh huh.
Yeah,
Ah,
really common here. I don't know. I don't know if you guys have this one.
flip flops.
Havaianas.
Have Havainas. It sounds like a song like Havana. Oh no, no. Okay, just forget about it. Exactly. Yeah. Okay, Mike. Let's just to be continue to. Okay, maybe you have anything like another experience about it. So yeah, we have to be careful always. I mean, no, I mean the same word. Broken about like a broken bottle or a broken glass or whatever it is. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh my good. Oh my God. Yeah, yeah. Sometimes like a branded one, so that's why they become angry. They become angry because it's like not an ordinary. Mm-hmm. Very. Mm-hmm. Ex- exact. And then playing with the glass, something with glasses, anything. Mm-hmm. 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 Same age, yeah. Yeah. So we love to play. Mm-hmm. Oh my good. Yeah, it's already disappeared because it's a long time ago. So that's why you don't see anything like you said you're the mark there. Okay. So yeah, what we were doing since we were at a very young age or children. So we love to play around. We love to run, playing. Yeah, a lot of time used for playing. So that is why we sometimes facing something like that. So. Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's like a no secret anymore that if we are like growing up together. For example, I also had a friend like we are together since we were very very young. So yeah, whatever. If I have a problem, I always talk to him because like he understands me. He understands me everything. Like yeah, the feeling of talking to someone else. Yeah, it's because he knows about how about what my habits, about all my shortcomings, and about all what I could what what my what he knows everything about it. So that's why if I want to be like something like I want to have some kind of vision of something or perspective of something, sometimes I ask what's something like fits with me, or if I would do this, if it's fit with me, or it's a kind of like same as my hobby or something like that. And then they would say like, oh my goodness, Iman, it's a kind of like it's not fit with you because I know that you are this, you are typically guy like this, or you're typically like this. And so yeah, that's the thing that I love. Rather than talk to people that we don't know we don't know, and they don't know us much, right? So that's why that's the option. If I have problem, I will talk to them. Mm-hmm.
even they are friends and family at the same time. I think it's better than just friends, you know. I
Exactly.
love this family.
You know what? This.
We have this deep connection.
Mhm, yeah, we have like a deep connection each other, and also even though my friend, it's not my like my yeah, it's like it's somebody else. It's just only my friends, and we were very young, so we love play together, playing toys, playing many things. So that's why uh, sometimes if I want to talk, if I want to get advice, I just sometimes even though he's not really no, smart enough, but what I want is to being understandable by someone. That's that's one of the things that I you know what that I love so much. There's someone that would understand us well, even though without any advice, just to understand, like to say, oh, I see now, I understand, something like that.
Yes, exactly.
Sympathy.
Just like right, we just want to listen, you know. It is not saying something like deep or something official, but you know, it's just listening. Yeah.
Exactly. So yeah, I just realized that people like it's a kind of important. We have friend that could listen. We have like a skill of listen. Sometimes my friend, I couldn't I for example, I do not need any advice. I do not need anything from them. I just want to be like they could listen about all the problems, and then they just like being understand. For example, even though just like nodding their head, oh, what, that's bad, oh my goodness, it's that's not good, yeah, something like that, and that would be like the feeling.
Or say
Uh-huh.
like, oh, their feet is too sore or something like that, right?
Exactly. Yeah. So the connection is the most important connection, right? Yeah. So
Yeah, definitely. Okay.
oh, okay, okay, Mike, welcome him.
Next, next word.
Okay.
Hi there. Hey, how's it going? Everything is actually good. How about you? Yeah, I'm okay.
Yeah, I'm also good, thank you so much for asking.
Okay, so it's like your voice is changing way from when the US or something like that.
From where, us?
The United States.
Oh my goodness, no. No, no, we are not.
I thought I got that far. I thought that you just moved away to the USA.
Yeah, yeah. To adapt the whole accent of American, it's a kind of like we've been like live there around 5 years, so that we can have the accents, we can have like their culture and their like slang and idioms. So that's why we need like more than 5 years, I think, to be fluent. So
It takes the 5 years in order to be fluent.
yeah, yeah. You know what? It's not. It's just like my opinion. Yeah, not the true one, the truth one. Okay.
It depends on the person.
Yeah, depends. Yeah. So everybody has their own way to learn. Oh, that's pretty good. So yeah, Mike, tell him, Mike, what we are doing.
I am here just listening.
Yeah.
Right. Can I like change my microphone? How can you explain again like how that works usually?
Oh, wait a second. Let me send the picture. Okay. I think he hasn't received the picture.
I don't think so.
All right. So who is the newcomer? Can you type your name? By the way, the newcomer, just Flad. Flad.
No. You can call me Vlad.
Oh, Vlad. Okay, cool. Vlad. It's a kind of like almost same with glad. I'm glad you are coming here. So yeah,
I like big ballers.
So you know what? We are talking about the new vocabulary. So we just got randomly picture from internet, and then we decide to talk about the picture. So we talk about one by one of the words that appear there. You see, there are like 6 words there, and then we just talk about like dented and broken. So the remaining words would be like chip, scratch, smash, and cracked. So those 4 words that we do not talk about yet. So we will talk about it, okay? And then what we're gonna do is to pick one of those words, and then we can give some kind of explanation, or maybe give some example, okay? The usage of the word, for example, something related to your experience. So, for example, have you ever like smashed anything in your life? So you can tell me about that story, or maybe anything related to, as long as the word of smash is included, right? For example, if we pick smash, you can see there's like a word smash, right? So we talk about it, and you can give some kind of example. Okay, you can understand me, by the way? Yeah. So for example, let's say that it's my turn to pick one of these words. For example, I like to pick dented. So okay, I will talk about like dented. So for a couple days ago, I had an accident. So that is why my motorcycle has a dented. The front of my motorcycle, it's a big dented. So I have to fix it to, yeah, I have to fix it. Something like that. Okay. Yeah. Ah. Yeah. Correct. Yeah. Exactly. Exactly. You can pick one of those words. Oh, that would be great. Yeah, that's a kind of like more sources that you can share to us, because all of us is like the English learners. So if you know about some kind of idioms or some kind of phrasal verbs, so that would be a great idea to share. Okay. Oh my gosh. Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. Yeah. Yeah. So like we have also like break into and break up, many kind of like verbs of verb that we can use from break. So yeah, break up also is a very common in relation break up, like, so yeah. But in not that situation, we are talking about something like break into pieces, right? So yeah, never mind if you like including something around the versal verb. That would be like nice also. But the main is we are talking about something like break into pieces, right? So you can see the picture, right? So it explains everything since we see the picture and we already know about the meaning. Okay, that's cool. Okay. All right. So is there anything else? Mm-hmm. I mean, uh, mm-hmm. Oh, oh, passive voice. I think you are so grammarly people. Like, I mean, that's very good because we are too casual. I would never ever try to, to name something like in a passive voice or, yeah. So that's why you try to identify us I mean, help us to identify. Oh, this is a kind of like a word classified, as the passive voice, something like that. That's pretty cool. Yeah, yeah. Thank you so much, by the way, for the newcomer, Vlad. Okay, cool. So is there anything else about you can say us about your experience? Maybe in your whole life, it might be like impossible if you never ever like break something or break glass or whatever. So it would be like this from this true story. That would be great, but it's not you made up sentence. That would be also cool. So what we want here like to be connect each other, so we can listen to all your experience, so that you feel satisfied about that there's someone that could listen to understand what was going on to you, right? Yeah, exactly. We trigger anybody here, so everybody must speak up. So that is why I just limit here for about like 3 or 4 people, so that it would be like not takes a lot of time to everybody must have a turns. So it means that it takes time if more than like 3 or 4 people here. Yeah, cool. Oh, cool. Okay. So yeah, what about you, Mike? Is whose turn now? No, no, we already talked about that. So we were talking about the Smash, I think. And no, well, the last turn that was you, Mike, right? Yeah. What you were talking about, by the way? Yeah. Okay. So it's my turn now. I think I'm gonna pick um, cracked, cracked. So it's a lot of time happens. Yeah, cracked like to the stone, right? So crack. I crack some stone. So yeah, to get the small piece of it. So because like in my house, at my house at the moment, people are there are some kind of workers to work on my house to fix it. So they like to make the the basic of my house. So they tend to like to crack the stone and into small pieces, so that it could be they can form it to the basic. Yeah, the basic. So to add some extra room, to add some extra room, so we make from the basic. So when we are making the basic, I don't know how to say in English, but I think it's the basic of the house. So we have to be like creating a basic. Yeah, and then we have to like crack some stone, so that to make it in a ideal size. Okay, so yeah, so I think that's my example. And also crack, also it could be like glass is cracked, so it means it's getting like broken. So it's fragile, something like fragile, for example, like glass. It's fragile. So fragile is easy to crack or easy to broken, right? So yeah, that's all about that's the thing that I know about it. What about you, Mike? Mm-hmm. Ah, correct. There are a lot of cases that, yeah, even though you are not telling them about the story, what you know about the crack. So maybe what else, Mike, sometimes could be cracked? Yeah, I don't know. Maybe, yeah, maybe like also peanuts also cracked before you can eat it. Like you have to crack it first, so that it's easy for you to open it up to just to have it. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Hmm. That's cool. Hmm. Yeah. Butter? You say that butter to make a butter peanut? Oh, that sounds delicious. That sounds delicious. It's very rare for me that people have like peanuts, like something like you say.
And I just buy it, because it's super easy.
Ah, and then you spread it.
Yeah, but I hope
Yeah, it's like butter, and then you can spread on your like bread, so it would be like, oh my, cool.
yeah, bread,
Mm-hmm.
whatever for me.
Oh,
Like, yeah, most of the time I eat with bread. Yeah.
oh, that's cool. That's cool. Yeah. So what I love so much like the butter. Yeah, it's like an ordinary butter. So it's really rare for me that I can have the the batter from the peanuts. Okay, that's cool, Mike. Okay, what about you, Flad, Mr. Flad? Yeah, I mean, we keep talking about the cracked. So, is there anything else you can tell me about? If no, you can maybe you can go ahead to another word. So, yeah, well, first, I just confirm that is there any or not? Oh, yeah, that's the
But I have a question. Where are you from? I'm not from
oh, Ukraine.
Europe, right?
That's in Ukraine.
Is it Europe?
So it's close to like from the Russia, by the way, if I'm not mistaken. Close to. Oh, I see. Okay. So okay, good to know that, Vlad. Yeah, I know that we sometimes like it's hard for us to explain a certain word because we don't really much have that experience. So for example, like crack. So you sometimes have no idea what to do. So just like give it. We can give time. For example, like thinking, like be quiet for a little bit and just try to look for like to search what the proper word that we're gonna use. That's why also like quietness is also okay, so to think about what we're going to talk about. But if since you don't really want to be like quiet for a while, okay, just try to look for another word that might fit with you or you are familiar with. Yeah. Okay. 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 Let me take. Yeah. I want to have a glass of water. Okay. Wait a second. Also. Africa. No, get offended, Mike.
No, that's okay for me. I love Africa. Actually, I'd like to travel there. Like for sure. Yeah, but it's a lot for Africa. But I'd like to be honest.
Uh huh.
I've never been.
How come?
Yeah,
Yeah, official language.
no, in Brazil speak Portuguese. It doesn't speak Spanish.
Wow, that's cool. Spanish.
I can understand you speaking Spanish, but I can't speak Spanish.
Oh, really, Mike? How come?
Yeah.
Oh, I see. So it's like,
Yeah, it's complicated because Portuguese and Spanish they are similar languages.
mm-hmm.
So like at first I can understand like 50 or 60% of the conversation, but I can like speak Spanish. Even though I studied Spanish in high school, I don't know why I can't speak. But I'm gonna learn in the future probably.
Yeah. Mike, if I can count it, I mean like in percentage. So what? How much the difference between them? How many percentages? Like Spanish and Portuguese.
How many what?
I mean the difference. If in
No difference between.
yeah, or maybe the
What is
similarities.
different?
Similarities. Yeah. Okay.
Some vocabulary is the same, and the word sounds like the same. For example, good morning in Spanish is buenos dias.
Mm-hmm.
Buenos dias.
Yes. Yes.
In Portuguese, it's bom dia. Bom
Oh.
dia. French is bonjour. Yeah, so
Ah.
it's Latin language, so it's like they have some similarities, and yeah, some intonation stuff is kind of the same, but it is
Ah.
not the same.
I see. I see. So yeah, so if you say so, so I can imagine like Indonesian with Malaysian. So we it's typically same. You know, it's like 70% same. We have similarities between Indonesian and Malaysian people. So that's why if a Malaysian sometimes speak, I can understand like a half of their topics. So yeah, yeah. I think. What about if like a Portuguese? Maybe in the whole conversation like in Spanish, they're talking about in Spanish, and then maybe the percentage of the topic that you know might be like 50% or less than that. So I just like to confirm maybe it's same case of us or not.
Yeah, actually, depends of the country that the people are from. For example, people from Venezuela, I think it's more easy to understand them than
Ah,
people from other countries. Spanish countries, it's complicated because there are Spanish countries that speak really, really fast for me.
I see, I see. So it could be like less than 50%, or maybe if it's only like several words that you know, but even though if they are speaking sentences, you have no idea, right? Yeah,
Yeah,
that's cool. That's
yeah.
cool to know.
Like if it is like the Spanish or like normal one, like no it's like stuff, no street language, you know what I mean? It's okay, but they are talking with a lot of shit and bad words and stuff like that. It's complicated.
Okay, okay, that's good. That's good.
This is my opinion. Sorry.
All right, so let's to be continue to our topic. So we were talking about the cracked, and now if no more about the crack, we can move to another picture. Okay, Mike, give it turn. It's your turn.
It's my turn.
Yeah,
Okay, I'm getting I think it's like select,
yeah.
extract, extract. I don't know.
Stretch, stretch, stretch.
Stretch,
Yeah, stretch,
stretch,
stretch. With the T sound of
stretch,
yeah, stretched with the T the ends because it's like a past. Yeah, stretch.
stretch. I don't want the it, but to use it in just as they are.
Mm-hmm. It's
Okay, let's move on.
okay, Mike. Just think about it, Mike. If yeah, just think and
Yeah,
think and
thinking
think.
about it.
That's fine.
I
That's
almost like supposed to wake up today, like that's the reason my brain is like sleepy.
you have to like warm up it. Yeah.
Why? But my compound, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
the screen of my compound is like that.
Yeah.
Distracted.
It has a stretch. So even though you are not pronounce the passive word or the past tense, so you could say like in a stretch without ed
Stretch
stretch. Yeah.
without the E. This is a problem for me because I always don't want to pronounce the word
Stretch. Oh, it's easy. Sometimes a lot of time like adding some kind of T sound at the end, stretched. So that would be easier. So even though we are like influenced by the writing, okay, what's written there.
Yeah, like yeah, my friend is my download friend track because I'm not careful, I'm not a careful person with my things. To be honest, like I don't give a shit,
Oh,
but my download,
how come you drop it down?
yeah, you see this everywhere. This is was water, I put water. I put water.
Oh, what is the like a water or
This was water, and then
my
and this
goodness?
is like broken.
Uh huh.
Can you see this? It's
Okay.
broken, and everything's broken. Like
Yeah.
and then charge broken too.
Yeah, it's because you've been using it every single day, and then you've been using it for about like years. So that's why something like that happened a lot of time. Yeah. Also, yeah, but there's some kind of people. There's some kind of people like, they sometimes like very thoughtful about their goods. For example, like smartphone, they use it properly, and even though they don't want to be like dropped, or they don't want to be how to say like they keep it so well, right? So there's a kind of guy also.
I don't know which brand I'm gonna choose because Samsung is very popular right now,
Hmm.
but I don't like so much because my computer is from Samsung and I don't like it. So yeah,
Oh, Mike, when it comes to smartphone, I think Samsung is kind of good. But when it comes to like PC, personal computer, I think it's not very well known as the producer of computer. So yeah, I think in smartphone they're good, but for a computer, I think they're not kind of not really well in producing it. Yep,
yeah, I didn't know that.
exactly. I consider that one of like the rare. It's a kind of rare brand for PC, Samsung, right? In my country, I don't know, maybe in your country, by the way, right? So yeah, okay. Now it's my turn about yeah, scratched. Okay, scratch. Yeah, my motorcycle. After that accident, I don't only. Yes, yeah, it's not only about the the front dented, but also we scratch like around how to say um, the machine. It's like above of the machine. I see some kind of little scratch. I don't know hit it by what, but it's a kind of like sometimes I think about it. So how come the machine would be like get a scratch? So I don't think that it's because of the accident, that accident, but maybe I unpurposely something. Maybe I hit it by something like sharp, or maybe I don't know. I just you know yeah, with another like another good that hits it, so that is why it's get a it is scratched. Okay, so yeah,
What kind of machine you're talking about?
it's a motorcycle machine. Motorcycle machine. If you can see from the underneath, right? So there's a, like a scratch. Okay, the machine.
You talking about electric bike or something?
Yeah, bike, motorcycle, motorcycle. It's manual motorcycle.
Motorcycle.
Yeah, manual motorcycle, right? So, I also like electric motorcycle, but it's pretty rare in my country. So yeah, that's about the scratch, and yeah, it's hard for us to like to keep away from the scratch, from the thing that can cause our motorcycle have a scratch. So it's very hard for us. It's because we use it every single day, and also we we've been through so many roads. We've been through so many like you know a lot of situation. So that is why like
Yeah, I know.
motorcycle.
The country, the driving is like an Indian driving or something like that.
Exactly, exactly. Rather than using like car. Hmm. Okay.
Yeah, I know, right? It's really not this, but a lot of people recently playing it. Yeah.
Exactly. Oh, all right, all right. Okay, just have a great night. Okay, have a nice dream. Bye bye. Okay, bye. All right, Mike. We are the only guys here, and then let's be continue to another Mike about the Smash. So we can go quick because we have to end this for about like it's been like 1 hour, right? So yeah, my friend always we play game always every single day. So yeah, I'm gonna play games. Well, let's see. We continue to, for example, after exactly. Oh, you know what? It's a kind of I just like hooked off it. I cannot get rid from games. That's pretty hard.
Like I try to learn how to play games, but I'm really terrible with that. My friends asked me to learn how to play it. Honestly, like yeah,
Oh, hey, come on! Playing game is
I
good.
play like like and the whole games like Fast 1, like Super Man and Super Mario World and Contra and
Oh my
yeah,
god!
those kind of games.
You're talking about an old game, Mike. Contra. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness! I was playing
I love
Contra in I was in a very young age. It was in elementary school. I remember it. Contra is one of
yeah,
my favorite.
I like the feeling of being going through shit.
Oh my god! The update, Mike, about the new
Yeah,
the new games. Yeah, it's not problem. It's about our what people like.
what the recommendation? There are recommendations
Yeah, that's a kind of good
games.
because yeah, like ancient game. I could say like ancient games because old game and yeah, we could be like playing that game is when we want to be like nostalgic with something with with the games Contra and Super Mario Bros. Like Nintendo games. Yeah, so yeah, I play a lot Nintendo and
Yeah, I
that's
love this game. This game is
yeah. So now it's because maybe
what
uh,
is that though? I don't know.
Nintendo, I don't know, maybe exists in your country or I
Oh,
pronounce it.
Nintendo. Oh, yeah. I have a understand. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
like my friend
Uh-huh.
collected that.
Uh-huh. Yeah, Nintendo.
I don't remember how to pronounce it.
And then the graphic is so pretty bad, but I don't know, I love that so much. It's because no option for the higher graphic. So that's the only games that exist at the time. And
And it's nostalgic, it's like a feeling that we feel like when you are playing this shit.
exa-
And it's upload, like it's upload, but it's really useful. And
yeah, exactly.
like exactly.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So yeah,
So what's your recommendation about games?
you know what? Now I don't know what is like popular game in your country nowadays, but in my country they're very popular. It's like Mobile Legends, PUBG Mobile.
Fortnite. It's gaming.
Yeah, PUBG Mobile
PUBG.
and like Mobile Legends.
I never got those.
Yeah, so those are very popular. So if you are not into much like games, so I do not recommend you to play games because I don't want you to be like hooked by it or to be addicted by it. So yeah, it's better for you to like to have your ordinary life, something like you don't have to be like when you see people like oh they play games and then you have to be like them. No, it's not about your unique. So we have to be follow our uniques and our uh, you know our something what we love. So your friend recommended to play a game, but you don't really good enough into that. But it means that maybe you have another field that good that fit with you. Oh, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 3. Oh my gosh, yeah, I played that a lot. I played a lot. Oh, Xbox. Oh, that's one. Oh, I didn't play that, but I just play like PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2. Since PlayStation 1 so until 3 and 4, I still play that. That- Uh, uh-huh. Wha- What? Oh, Ben 10. I know. I know it. I know. But I didn't play. I didn't play because there are a lot of like games and other games that I played. But when it comes to Ben 10, I never played it. But I just see about the CD, about the cover of the CD, and the cassette. So yeah, I just seen it, but I never played it because I already into much to another games. Yeah, like Contra. No, no, not Contra, but it's just in PlayStation One. I was playing like ball, soccer. I was playing yeah, GTA. Oh my gosh, yeah, GTA. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Oh, I still remember about the cheats, about several cheats about how to add up some kind of white blood or and I love I still remember R1, yeah, R1, R2, L1. Yeah, so there are a lot of cheats. So that's one of my favorite games because we can do a lot of things by using cheats, and many things we can do on GTA. Okay, now that's pretty good. Yeah. Also, my favorite one is in PlayStation One, Resident Evil Nemesis, and then no, it's from the movie, but yeah, it used to be until now. It used to be, and until now there is a the game of Resident Evil from the Resident Evil Nemesis, from Resident Evil One until Resident Evil 6, right? And then they release also for the new one is Resident Evil for Nemesis the new, right, the new edition. Okay, so that's why. Um, yeah, they every single years they try to make a new Resident Evil. So yeah, it's like if I'm playing like games or PlayStation, I'd love to play I'd love to play Resident Evil because if I can make a list, that would be like the first position game that I love so much. Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. Oh, nowadays because Mobile Legends is so booming or so, blow up in my country. So yeah, I play that a lot rather than playing PC. It's very rare for me using PCs because my PC requirement is not very high. So that's why I'm using some kind of smartphone. So it's my second smartphone because the first was broken because I played a lot, for the whole day. During the day, I just play and play with all friends. That's why even my study I just postpone everything related to my study. So that's pretty bad, I just like addicted and very hooked of it. So I couldn't get rid, and you know what? It's because my environment also support me to play every day. Yeah, especially the environment. Environment. Mhm. Oh yeah, the graphic, and also like a new case. I mean, the police. We can do this to the police. We can like make a fun to the police. We can make a fun to somebody like on the street. GTA for the newest one, and yeah, that's the thing that like unlimited like a lot of thing we can do. So yeah, so if we can do it freely, so we can imagine if it happened into real life. Oh my goodness, how fortunate us, you know.
You do have a good imagination because I didn't have this kind of imagination. Like I am, it's like different for me. Like the game and in real life, like it's really really different for me. Like this is the motion that I'm playing here, and I know this is, it's like a TV show. A TV show.
Mm-hmm.
It's not real. I have the idea that this is fucking fake, and this is real. My life. I live this life. So yeah. I
Mm-hmm.
have this, this feeling.
Ah.
But
Oh.
it's good. You have like a kind of imagination that you can imagine everything. I don't have it. I think I lost it with it.
My goodness, I remember all what is going on about the games at the time. It's because I spent a lot of money for playing, even though I didn't have any PlayStation One at the time. So I pushed my mom to buy me one, right? So even though I just crying, and then you know what, I shouting, I even like go out from home, like, so that's why just to sleep at my friend's house, just to have their PlayStation One. I remember at the time. That's a kind of we are gathered together with all friends and playing games.
Internet connection.
Oh yeah.
Internet connection.
Oh, I see. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's second exactly. Okay, Mike. Let's to be continue to our topic about. It's a very important chip.
You're frozen.
Yeah, chip.
You
Mike,
are frozen. I'm disconnected from me.
what about now, Mike?
You are frozen.
Really? Now?
You are frozen.
Really?
Yeah.
No, I think no.
Yeah, it's frozen. You're talking.
Okay. So let me talk about like chip, Mike. So do you know what does it mean chip? Something like the picture tells you.
I know it's like something bad that you do in your game to take advantage about that.
Mm-hmm. Pardon? Take advantage of what? Take advantage of chips? No.
Take advantage about the game.
Yeah, exactly. So there are a lot of so that's why a lot of like some vocabularies in English we can have, uh, you know, from talk to people, especially when we are playing online.
Yeah, I don't have game vocabulary that the same, but before when I saw like a video of before playing some games and they're talking a lot of bullshit, I didn't get it like all this stuff because for me it was like they have like some slang and stuff that
Exactly. If you are watching about American, they're using slang. Sometimes even though I
is
also
it
couldn't
like
understand them.
communicates or just like with people like talking in English?
No, sometimes we talk to like Malaysian, Singapore, that most of them like speak in English, and their official language is English. So that's like my neighbor countries. I sometimes play with Malaysian, Singaporean, and yeah, that was a good experience until now.
Okay, because yeah, in Brazil, my nephews they like to play this stuff and they play with a lot of people. Vocabulary like it's kind of crazy.
Hmm.
I never tried to do that.
Exactly.
I'm not good in everything get on like
Yeah. Okay, Mike. So let's be continue to the Mike. Let's be continue to the chip. Another word. I mean, to the picture. We back to the picture so that we do not leave a kind of word that may be important for us, but we don't talk about it. Chip. So yeah, chip. What crossing in my mind is about like we chip in. Chip in means like to pay together, so that so, for example, we will play for a 10 bucks for something. So as from 10, we are 10. We are friends like 10 people, and then we can chip in so that by $1 each people, so we can pay for the $10 bill, something like that. So chip in. So it's like you know what, like what I know, I heard about it is when we are try to gather some penny for helping people, so we chip in, right? But in this term, well, we talk about like chip of like this is a cup, and then it's like the small pieces is like broken, so we call it like a chip, right? As I see here. So it's like a new vocabulary for me. So if there's something like loose, I mean like uh, we take it out something. I mean something like broken, a small piece, a small piece. It's like chip.
they use it more in things that you love much that you want to keep it. Like,
Yeah,
for example, I for your mother or I give her a friend that you like so much, or I don't know, someone that died and give you this shit and you have to keep it. I don't know.
mm-hmm,
They don't give all the things, but
yeah,
so they are way like that. Some of them.
yeah,
I don't like to like how can I say like create a really connection between my past and my something and all that like to make them present and like if it's like thing to do that like keeping some stuff and putting them boxes and pictures or stuff like that and I feel like people would do that to be honest. I think it's like life is so long we can just like looking them back and I don't know.
yeah. That's a good point. That's a good point, by the way. But some people are have have a memory and most experiencing stories, so that is why they try to keep something, the old stuff, so it could like to make them remember about what was going on, the history, or that is why the museum is still exists now. It's to remember about all the things that happened that's going on for a couple or dozen years ago. All right,
I understand.
exactly. Oh yeah, there's a newcomer here, but I'm planning to end this conversation, Mike, because it's been like more than one hour, so we can talk maybe tomorrow. By the way, Mike, you know what? Since my computer is broken, so or it's not going properly, um, I sometimes open Hello app. You know Hello app. That's one of my favorite app, but using my smartphone, because I'm off using my computer for since like more than like 2 weeks. That's why I'm using that app. It's very helpful. The name is like Hello, and I try. Yeah, I talk to so many people there. Hello, since we do not have some kind of this conversation, because I don't know if my if the paste the paste is something that I put on my processor, like right on my processor of my computer. So I use that so that it's less heat, it's not very hot. But when the time is it's dry, the paste is dry, so it will be like make it again. So my computer will be shut down really quickly, or shut down suddenly.
And then you not use it in less time anymore, right?
Exactly. Yeah. My computer is in a low specification. My smartphone is good enough, right? So, yeah. That's why since I off, I'm using like a Hello app. So you can use Hello app, Mike. It's one of the best. Have you ever heard about Hello app?
Is it free?
Yeah, it's free. If you want to become like premium member, you can try to make a purchase, but you can also have the like important feature like watching the native speaker, and it is live, Mike. It's live. You can learn a lot of like many teachers. Yeah, many teachers, Mike, from the native speaker. So it's an obligation for you to install this app. I recommend you, highly recommend you this. I guarantee that you will not disappoint about what I'm telling you about Hello app. Okay?
Yeah, I'm gonna check it out. Yeah.
All right. Thank you. Okay. Cool.
Let me see. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, yeah, probably.
Probably. Yeah. Okay. Never mind. Okay.
exactly.
Uh-huh.
Because I don't want that to invest the application because I'm working somewhere else.
Oh, I
So
see.
I
Oh
will
my god.
depend on one.
Yeah, upgraded mic.
They don't want to buy it, but that could be
Maybe you were thinking about another something else. Like rather than I bought a phone because I already have one, and then I'm trying to like throw in some money if I buy a new one because I already have one, and you know what? Like try to do business, small business, or etc. So that's also in my consideration when I'm trying to buy a new computer. So why not? I'm trying to use another to buy something or to for my 1 month expense. Something I think about it. So rather than to buy this, and to buy another. Okay. All right, Mike. So it's like
what time is it in you?
it's already 1 a.m. in my country.
Oh shit. Okay, let you sleep, bro.
Yeah. Oh, play game first, and then I'm gonna sleep. Okay. All right,
Alright,
Mike.
take care, bro.
Take care, Mike. Bye, bye, Mike. See you. See you next
Bye.
time. Okay.